It's
that's
forcing you to the edge.
Yeah, that's
You get it.
Yeah, for me. It's making me not want to do the things that I'm doing because I'm sitting down and getting frustrated because it's too slow. Why do you make that face?
It's the weirdest way you've ever said what's going on, people.
All right, let's start over.
What's going on,
Oh, shut the fuck up. What's going on, guys? What's going on, nerds? This is the Nerd Archive podcast with Justin, Lola, Yadi, and myself, Luis. So thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to be talking about tech that pisses us off. Starting with gaming laptops. Yadi has a story. Go for it.
Yeah.
Dude.
So recently, I got a new laptop. Thought I was gonna be able to game on the go, plus do a little bit of editing and
Wait, pause.
whatnot. Yeah.
Justin.
Yep.
You have a quote.
Oh yeah, we almost forgot about that. You son of a bitch. See? That whole thing from last week, because the scores are as they are and he didn't want to do it.
But hey, I could have just let Yadi go.
You could have.
And it's funny because as I'm explaining, we got segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, and I'm thinking, I got to make sure that I remember the quote.
And then you damn near forget.
Yeah. And that conversation happened not even 5 minutes ago.
We're doing great, guys.
Yeah.
We're doing fantastic. It's not like we've been doing this almost for a year.
It's
right?
awesome.
Almost a year.
It's awesome. It's what we do. Not only do we not
Fantastic.
words good, there's one brain cell for 4 people.
Yeah. I clearly don't have it today.
It's the coolest thing in the world. All right, folks. It's that time again where I test the host's nerdy knowledge with this week's nerdy quote of the week. God, is that you? Justin will suffice. No, not that guy. All right. So everybody know the hosts and the viewers know the rules, so I won't explain it. We'll just get right into it. This week is going to be Marvel themed. And this one's going to be easy because last week was disappointing as hell. All right, let's get into it.
That sounds like what my father said to me.
Same.
All right, back on track, folks. No hard feelings, Point Break. You got a mean swing. Lewis.
That's Iron Man to Thor in Avengers.
Okay.
First
Yadi.
Avengers.
I have no clue. But that was Iron Man to Thor in the Avengers.
Going with the crowd, I see. All right, Lola.
Tony Stark to Thor in the first Avengers movie.
Yay! Everybody got it 100%. 2 points for everybody. Yes,
I came up with it.
That was, in fact, Tony Stark addressing Thor in Marvel Studios Avengers from, was that 2012? Yeah. 2012. So
yes.
everybody get 2 points.
Do you feel better now? Less disappointed?
I'm glad that I reeled it back.
That was my idea, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yadi said it first. He texted.
I would have picked it back up at the end of the episode if we had just kind of forgotten about it. So we still would have gotten it. So it's all good. All right. So everybody got 2 points for that one. So the score stands now at Lola at 11, and Lewis and Yadi are tied with 7 apiece. So Lola still has a fairly commanding lead on this one.
Yeah, what are you laughing at?
I didn't think it was that much of a difference.
It's 4 points.
Lola's got it. Yeah, Lola's got it by 4 points. So what will the score stand at by the end of this season? Only time will tell.
Sounds good. All right, Yadi, take it over.
So, laptop. I found a good deal on a laptop. I went for it. It was a brand I like. Uh, and
Bless you.
thank
Bless
you.
you.
Um,
Hey,
so
Asus is some good shit, but
I know,
gaming
but
laptops.
yeah. So I mean, when I got it first, they have the I don't know if I pronounced it right, but the anime Matrix. Have you seen those?
Oh, the Animatrix.
Animatrix. But yeah, it's Anime Matrix. It's not Animatrix, but whatever. It's a lights. The computer has some lights on the outside. You can put whatever thing on it.
RGBs.
No, it's just like dots. So it's just the LED lights, but it's not RGB.
Dot
Um,
lights.
but I'm
Basically, yeah, they light up in sequence to form a kind of pseudo display. I know what you're
yeah
talking about. It's actually super cool.
yeah. You can create whatever you want on it, or whatever. So I'm excited because I'm thinking that my computer has it. No, my computer did not have it. So I'm wasting like 3 hours trying to search why my computer doesn't have it. Um, so one disappointment there, and then
Why didn't it have it?
well,
Different
they have two
model?
models, one more expensive, and then this one.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, it was cheaper because it's not selling because people want the more expensive GPU and then the anything extra that the base model doesn't have.
Mm.
But it has 16 gigabytes of RAM and it had 1 terabyte SSD drive. So I'm thinking, well, I'm getting a pretty good deal on this. Well, battery life sucks. Like it's not what they advertise. Um, I tried gaming on it without being in the power supplied, and it's just not working. And I know it's not meant to be played without being plugged into power, but that's defeats the purpose of having a laptop. Um, and I'm like, well, that's another strike. I'm only browsing the internet for a few hours, and it's dead already. Like it has 20% battery left, and I'm like, why am I wasting my money on this? So it got returned because it is definitely not what needed and not what I was expecting from pieces. But they're all the same. Windows laptop are all the same, unfortunately.
The moral of the story is fuck gaming laptops. Those two words never belong in the same sentence, and they never will.
And the words that he's talking about is gaming and laptop, not fuck and laptop. Well, with that being said, the only rant that I have is the company that made my PC. I'm not going to name it. I think that I could have gone a better product with a different company. I think that when I got the PC, they were not that well known, and now they have better product and all that stuff. So it's not. I don't think it was their fault. I think it was also r- the hardware that they had was not available because it was right after COVID. So there was a lot of things that were short, and there was a lot of shortage and things. So I get that. I get that. But I'm having a lot of issues with it. And I think a lot of the parts that they use were cheap also for the price that I paid. So I think that I looking back now, either I would have built my own, which you guys told me to do, but at the same time, I didn't have the time to do it. But also, I waited 4 months for this PC to get here.
Right.
So
Plus, considering how many times they had to build you a new one because it wasn't
right.
properly built, and I think they wound up having to send you like 3, and it's like third time's the
So-
charm when it should have been
Right.
one and done.
So the first one that they sent, I thought it was perfect. It worked perfect. There was no issues. The first day, I didn't use it the second day. Third day, I turn it on because I wanted to show my daughters the RGBs because they're kids. So just like me, they like lights.
Mhm.
And I showed it to them. I turned it off because that's how I turn it on for, so I can show them. And 2 hours later, I put them to bed. I excited. I get to play with the computer. I sit down. Computer won't turn on.
Oh no.
And it didn't turn on. So I contact them. It takes them a minute to contact me back. But they did. They sent me a new one. Problem. They sent me a new one with a different color case that I ordered it. And for those that like to build computer setups, aesthetics is important. If that's something that you're looking for, everything I had in my setup was black. And they sent the new one with a white case. It stuck out. I'm like, it looks nice. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's not what I ordered. So here I am waiting a couple days to see if I get used to it. I didn't. So I contact him back. I'm like, dude, you send me this. This is different color. This is not okay. And they're like, well, we ran out of the black one. Let me see if I can find one. So they looked in their storage, and I guess someone that ordered a PC canceled after they was built. So it was a new case, but it was already in a different PC. It just never got shipped. So I'm like, you know what? It never got shipped. No one else touched it. To me, it's still new. So they send me a new one. At one point, because I still hadn't sent out the first one, by the time they send me the second one, and it was only a couple days because it only took, after 4 months of waiting, the first one, they sent the second one within a week, which is great. I was like, how did it take you the first one 4 months and this one took you a week?
Yeah.
So at one point, I had 3 PCs at my house, 2 of them sitting in a box. So this one, it worked great, and I just think what I'm using it for with the editing and the gaming and the streaming and the podcast, I think I'm pushing it too hard, and I need to upgrade already. So that's the only thing really. And don't get me wrong, for browsing, except for on Chrome, because I'm having the same issue again.
Oh, geez.
So yeah, so
It's
that's
forcing you to the edge.
yeah, that's
You get it?
yeah for me. It's making me not want to do the things that I'm doing because I'm sitting down and getting frustrated because it's too slow. And